Pete Hoagie. I'm in the Chicago area. I got a Chicago harp. And today I'm going to talk about tongue block overblows and how you can do them. So I would say that this video would be for people who are already overblowing pretty well and very good at your blow bends up in the upper register with good control, right? So that you're able to move that pitch at will up and down, however fast and however slow you want. Maybe you're also doing lip pursed overblows. Maybe you're bending them, right? If that's you and you want to get into the tongue block overblow, this video is for you. All right, I have 3 tips for tongue block overblows. The first one actually applies to all overblows, and that is maintain a consistent volume of air moving consistently out from your lungs and out through into your mouth, right? That's probably the most important thing. It's part of the physics of how those overblows happen. You have to have that consistent stream of air. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, hey buddy,
Daddy,
I'm
is it time to go?
almost. Can you go on out? I'm recording.
Okay. Well, you can post this on YouTube?
Maybe.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. So where was I? All right. So yeah, tip number 1 is keep that consistently moving supply of air. Tip number 2 is focused on how much play you have in your tongue. So when you're tongue blocking, your tongue is on the harp. Now, generally that's going to mean your tongue is a little bit kind of flat on the bottom of your mouth. But when you need to overblow, you have to park the back of it up high somehow. So if you move it off to the side, you're able to get yourself an extra couple millimeters of basically slack, right, in your tongue. If you imagine your tongue as a rope, right, and then you move it in a little bit, then you've got some room to wiggle. Okay, so off to the side a little bit. As you get better, you'll learn how to do it without doing that, but I found that to be very helpful for my initial learning. Now the third one, and this is my magic trick, right? This is the one that really made it possible, is tilted tongue, right? So imagine your tongue is right there, right, and you're blowing out of this side, and then you're blocking these ones, right? If you tilt it like this, right, so that the low side is the side that you're blowing out of, and the high side is the side that you're not blowing out of. And what this does is it makes the inside of your mouth effectively smaller, right? And you have to seal it off so there's not like air going underneath your tongue, that kind of stuff. You're making a basically a seal across the bottom deck of your teeth to the top on the other side. Looks kind of like that. I think I probably end up making about a 30-degree angle. So those are my top tips for tongue block overblows. So next question you might have is why, right? Why is it worth the effort to learn this? And I would say there's a few reasons. One reason is that it's an area that doesn't have a lot of people really exploring that area, right? Like that's just a simply good reason. Like, hey, we've got this thing this instrument can do, and if you do it well, it sounds perfectly fine. Professionals have demonstrated that, and so so it's not like a deeply explored area. So go exploring. That's number 1. Number 2, I would say, is that you might not want to change your stance. For example, if you want to play, right, I have to change my stance in the middle of that. And then I come down on that last the chord da 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 ba. I'm coming down on that a little bit harder than I want to because I'm needing to change position. I would much rather right, so that little lick, right? If I don't want to have to change my footing in the middle of it, then I just got to learn the tongue block overblow. All right, the next question might be, well, hey, if I go ahead and do this, would I bend? Can I still bend? The answer is yes, you can. And it's a little bit trickier than bending a regular overblow. But essentially, you get that tilted tongue, you're going to take it and press that whole tongue upward, right? As you do, that pitch will come up. All right, now that particular harp is got a little bit of a torsional squeal on it. So let me grab a different one here. Okay, so that's all tongue block. And I have a little bit more work to do to get better control of that, but I have no reason to suspect that tongue blocking is a limitation. I think the only limitation is, do you spend time learning how to do it? Just like when you first learned how to bend, most of us probably spent a few weeks trying to learn how to just get the bend, and then once you got the bend, getting it in tune, that was really hard, right? So if you just put yourself in that beginner's mindset again, say, all right, well, I'm gonna do this for a while. I'm gonna watch TV and practice my tongue block overblows while nobody is watching, and I'm gonna do that. All the way through all these binge watch episodes of whatever TV show it is that you're watching now. And if you do that, well, at the end of it, you're going to be able to do it. So, assuming you've got a decently gapped harp, it's not too far out there, but it does require that you sit down and just work it for a while. So, those are my top tips for tongue block overblows. Hope this is helpful hope this is help. Those are my tips for tongue block overblows. Hope this is helpful for those of you out there that are exploring this area.